This is Roy Machingura. Welcome to Pip Valley. We are going to look at the Euro, the USD's analysis. So without wasting much of our time, let's get straight into our analysis. Then I think I'll have a few things that I'll point out concerning trading at the end of this video. So let's get straight into our analysis. Okay, so we're going to look at the USD's weekly chart. As we can see previously, we still have those structures that is confirming, that is the basis, which are the basis of our bearish bias on this pair. So I'll be having this in mind as I'll be taking any position that I'll be getting into. And also the other thing that we have here is that we experienced a breakout, right, where the price came to this point and then retested this broken zone, and now we're looking for the price to move to the downside. Having all this in mind, let's now get into the detailed analysis of this pair. Alright, so in this coming week, basically I'll be waiting for the price to express itself around this zone. Okay, so as we can see, the price from this high, it came and formed this low, which is obviously lower than this low, So the price made a lower low, and now we're waiting for the price to either make a lower high, such that if it closes anywhere below this high, then we'll be looking for bearish trades. But as we can see, the price has made a double bottom. So it came and made this bottom, and now we can see bullish activities around this bottom, also making it a double bottom, which is a sign that this zone is holding as a support zone. So this means that since it is a double bottom, the price may either go to the upside, or this zone will not hold, and then the price will break its zone, retest it, and move to the downside. From my perspective, this is where more probability lies, because I still have those supporting bearish structures that have been formed, and also the fact that I have had a breakout here and the price retested it, and the price will move to the downside. So this is what I'm expecting on the weekly chart. So now we move on to the daily chart. So on the daily chart, we can notice also that we're mainly basing on our breakout, where the price came and broke this zone, then retested it, then moved to the downside, and again retested it, forming a double top. And this double top is also our basis of our bearish bias, in addition to what we have seen on the weekly chart. We can see that the price has formed this bottom and another bottom here. This is a double bottom, which can signal a reversal of the price to the upside. As we look closely into the price, what you can also notice is that the price, since it came here, it formed a lower low, then formed a lower high here. But after this lower high here, the price came and formed a higher low. So for me, usually when I see a higher high forming after a lower low, for me it's an indication that the price might consolidate. So consolidation comes before a breakout usually. So what we'll be expecting here is that the price will break out to the upside or to the downside. So now we can see that the price can also form an ascending channel. So I'm just anticipating it. So this is not confirmed yet. I haven't confirmed yet that this is a rising channel. This rising channel can also support the bearish breakout. So after maybe coming on here, the price may then break the downside, then retest and move to the downside. Or as a conservative person, what I'll be waiting for is after the break of the rising channel to the downside, I'll wait for the price to actually clear from this zone, from this support zone. After clearing from this support zone, then it pulls back, and when it pulls back and retests this and forms a lower high, that's when I can look to enter into a bearish position. But if you have an appetite for risk, you can take it anyway, right? But this is based on what I'll be looking at. Then in terms of the bullish positions, if I see, so for me, basically, in terms of bullish positions, I'm only going to take it after it has crossed this, made a higher high, also breaking it and retested it, and then move to the upside. That's when I'm going to take bullish positions, because on this pair, I prefer holding for a longer period. So I can't take whilst it's in there. So at times what can happen is that some people, they can also want to maximize on the movement to this upside, but for me it's risky based on the times that I trade, because I only have a limited amount of time to trade when it's during the week, so I won't be able to manage things. So it's basically a case of you picking your own spots, then determine whether you want to go to the upside or to the downside. So for me now, what I'm saying is that we are waiting for the price to clear off this zone. So after the price is cleared off this zone and it expresses itself on the side that it wants to take, then we take the position maybe to the downside or to the upside. So ladies and gentlemen, these are the positions that I'm looking at. These are the spots that I'm looking to pick my trades from. Okay, so I'm reading the Market Wizards. The main thing that's standing out from that book, and also the principles of successful trading, where the people who have had experience in the market were sharing their stories. So the thing that's standing out from those interviews that were conducted by the authors is that risk management is standing out. So you gotta manage your risk. When I started trading in 2017, that was my worst. That was the worst trader that I was, right? So if you are starting, I want you to know that this is the worst trader that you are. There's only one way, which is up. You're going to see improvements. I want you to keep track of your performance, keep track of everything, of your trading in general. You will notice that initially you would have placed trades just out of just placing a trade. Then you will be, as you progress, you will be making informed decision, and so there is always improvement in this game, unless you decide that, okay, this is not mine, I can't bear with it. So just start small. Start small. Since you are the worst trader that you can be when you are beginning, start small and then go big as you grow. I haven't lost, like I didn't lose a lot of money. Why? Because I started very small. I started with, I was doing binary. Then I started with $10, and the most in binary that I put in, I think it was $20. That was the most at a time, at a given time. And then when I moved to Forex, I started with $30. Why? Because I just wanted to learn with skin in the game. I couldn't afford to lose more. So the same with you. Learn, yes, go on the demo. You get experience, or you get the idea of how to pick your spots and how to trade, and then quickly move to a small account. Don't listen to those guys who say that you cannot start with a smaller amount. Start with a small amount. Starting with $1,000 or 10,000 or 100,000 doesn't guarantee you success. Believe you me, if you start with any amount, the probability is about 98% that you're going to lose that amount. Us being in that probability, you would rather lose an insignificant amount as you are starting than losing your whole savings of your lifetime. Because remember, there are no guaranteed returns in this business. Our returns will always be fluctuating. So just manage your money well. Start very small. I'm also getting emails from people who want to, maybe for us to share ideas and to speak about trading in general. Most of them are starting. So if you also are starting, I think what we can do is that I'm going to put my email so that I know that how many people are interested, and then maybe we can do a weekly Zoom call where we'll be just asking each other questions and just guiding each other along the way. Don't worry, it's going to be free of charge. It's just us being a family and sharing the ideas. So we'll then arrange almost everything from there, and we'll also arrange when we'll do the first meetup. So thank you very much, guys, for joining me. That leaves me to say, manage your risk well. Grind the market with great. Roy Machingora out.